Okay, so in this first sentence, at dinner, 6 shrimp were eaten by Harry. Is it active or passive? So ways to tell is you can look for a be verb with a past tense verb, which you can see right over here. A second way to check is to see who is doing the action. Because if the actor is not the subject of the sentence, then it is not active voice, it is passive voice. So at dinner, 6 shrimp were eaten by Harry. So who is doing the eating? Because you can see that that's our verb. So since Harry is doing the eating and he is not the subject of the sentence, what would that voice be, active or passive? Passive. So we would have Harry doing the acting, so that he would be our actor. And you can tell also that this is a be verb, because be verbs are is, be, is, was, were, have, had, been. And so if it has any of these verbs with anything in past tense, such as eaten, it's going to be passive voice. To make it active voice, we need to put Harry in the subject position. So let's look at our next sentence. So the entire stretch of highway was paved. Is that active voice or passive voice? Well, to be able to check, you can go to our voice. Is the subject of the sentence doing the action? Well, we don't have a by at this bottom sentence like we did up here with Harry. There isn't a by, so it makes it a little harder to tell. We can use our second test though, a be verb and a past tense. Is there a be verb? The entire stretch of highway was paved. So if I know this is my verb, and I know ed means past tense, then I can go and look here on this list. Oh, here's was. So was paved, it is passive voice. Another way you can test it is saying, even though there wasn't a by phrase or prepositional phrase in this saying who did the action, you can say, okay, the entire stretch of highway, did they do the paving? Since they can't pave, a highway can't do any paving, then you can tell, okay, it's going to be passive voice. To make this active though, which is step number 2, we need to make sure that whoever is doing the action is in the subject of the sentence. Who is doing the action? Who is doing paving? So a highway construction crew can do paving. Crew paved the highway. So HWY always means highway. That's just the abbreviation, so you know. I do want to point out that right here we have this phrase paved. So notice there isn't a be verb in front of it, but it is still in past tense. Active voice can still have past tense. It just won't have, it will make sure that it will have the person who is doing the action, the actor, or in the subject of the sentence. And the recipient, whoever is receiving the paving in this situation, as their direct object, or later on in the object of the sentence.